In this video, we'll discuss the implicit differentiation. So far, talking about differentiation, in our previous topics, we learned how to differentiate, but using the explicit form of function. Okay. Now, what will happen if the function is actually an implicit form? Okay. So take note that there are two types of function. We have the implicit form. Okay, so for example, 3x minus 7 3x minus y is equal to 5, and we know that y is a function of x. Then this is a kind of implicit form. But if we solve y as a function of x, so therefore this is a kind of explicit form. Now, in our previous videos, talking about differentiation, we always adopt the explicit form of the function. Okay? So the above equation is called implicit form. So in this video, we will differentiate implicit form of differentiation. Okay? So, by the way, implicit form has, sometimes we have the explicit form equivalent, but not all implicit form that can easily provide an explicit. Okay? But the explicit always be converted into implicit form. But the implicit form, not all the time that it has an explicit form of the function. So remember that y is a function of x, but x is not a function of y. So in these videos, we always use x as the domain and the y is always the range. Okay, so using in the above equation, so if we are asked to differentiate the y as a function of x in explicit form, so this is explicit differentiation. So this is actually what we are doing in the previous videos. Okay, so y is equal to 3x, then we are looking for the derivative of that, then we can take the derivative. This is the simple derivative again. So apply the derivative on this explicit, then we use the sum rule. Okay, the sum rule is you can use the operator in all terms. So take derivative of y, derivative of 3x, derivative of 5, that's it. Okay, so the derivative of y is, we know this is dy dx or y prime. Okay, so this is y prime of x. Then we have to apply the sum rule in the right side. We have the dx of 3x, the dx of 5. This is constant, so this is 0. So this is multiple coefficient. So we have 3, the answer. So therefore, the final answer is the derivative of this function is simply as 3. That's it. So this is explicit differentiation. Now, in implicit differentiation, this is it. Okay? So you have to use the equation, the entire equation, that then take the derivative. So this is like this one. Then apply the sum rule. Okay? So when we see sum rule, it can be applied to an equation. So each term must have the operator of dx. Okay? So then, derivative of x, take note. Okay, so remember, then distribute the, take note, this is 5, so 0. Derivative of 3x, we have derivative of y, so therefore this one is what? This is 3, and this is dy dx, or y prime of x. So with that, solving for the one, because we are looking for derivative with respect to x, then it should be the same as this answer. So in other words, if we have two forms, the implicit to explicit, differentiating will always provide the same answer. But for simplicity, is actually on the explicit form because we always solve the unknown, which is dy dx, in the left side, and it is equivalent when we evaluate the differential. That will be the answer to the derivative with respect to x. In this case, you need to transform. You have to find the unknown. The unknown is here, so you have to transform it. And you are now providing the answer as equal to 3. Okay. Set. Okay. Now, suppose we have that one. Okay. Now, suppose we have this 3x minus y squared is equal to 5. This is what? Implicit form. Now, if we transform this implicit to become explicit form, or y is a function of x form, forming range and domain, then you have to transpose this to the right side, then transpose this to the left side, then rotate, then take square root. Okay, so therefore we are now providing the implicit form and the explicit. So if you're asked what is dy dx, or derivative with respect to x, so suppose we will use the explicit form. Then previous knowledge we learned is to take derivative this. Then this one can be solved using the what? Chain rule, or the function raised to n. Okay, so you have to transpose this into exponential form from radical. Then apply the function raised to n. You have to dive in the 1/2. Okay, then copy what is inside the gx. Then subtract it just like a power rule, -1, so this negative 1/2. Then take the derivative of the inside, and the answer is 3. Okay, so with that, we are providing the answer as 3 over 2 square root of 3x minus 5. Okay, so that's it. We are providing this answer. So for now, we will not rationalize. Okay, leave it as that. Okay, now, so therefore, the explicit form of differentiation provides this answer. So if we take the derivative of this using implicit form, this is now the process how to do it. Okay. So again, you have to apply the same process, no? Take the derivative on the equation itself, okay? Then apply the sum rule. So it should be each term will undergo the same operator, which is the derivative with respect to x in its term. With that, analyze this one. So this is x and this is x, so therefore this is applying the theorem, this is 3. Okay? So this is 3. While this one, look at this one. This is x and this is y. So therefore, but take note, this is not constant because y is a function of x. So we cannot say this is 0, cannot be treated as constant because y is a function of x. So what will you do if we have this y? Now, by the way, in our previous, we have only first degree, so we say it y prime. Now, what will happen if this is second degree, third degree, or fourth degree? Now, all you need to do is first is think this as x. So imagine that this is x. So if this is x, then you have to use the power rule. So this will become 2x raised to 1. Okay? But take note that this is not x. So all you need to do after doing it, after diving this 2, and this is y raised to 1, you have to multiply this with the derivative of y. It's like a function raised to n. Remember, this is a function of x. So think of what? Think of the function raised to n in our previous video. Okay? Previous video. So therefore, the derivative of this is 2y multiplied by dy dx, or y prime. While this one is 0. So again, this is 3, okay? And this is 2y, just like a power rule. Okay, this is a power rule, but again, this is not x. This is a function of x. So therefore, you have to take derivative of y with respect to x. That's it. And this is 0. So therefore, this will become y prime. Okay? This will become y prime, or dy dx, and this is the requirement. Okay, this is the requirement. Therefore, with that, we have the y prime. So solve for the y prime. So transpose this to the right side, becomes plus, divide both sides by 2y, then invert it, reverse, then we have this result. So 3, divide both sides by 2y. Okay, I hope you're okay in algebra. So transpose again, divide both sides by 2y, then rotate. We have 3 over 2y. So take note, RD have the same answer? This is 3 over 2 square root of 3x minus 5, while this one is 3 over 2y only. They are equal. Why? Because take note, y is square root of 3x minus 5. So they are equal. This is 3, this is 2, this is y. Remember, this is y. So therefore, they are equal. So no need to replace this with what? With this value, because this telling us that the derivative of y is actually the 3 divided 2 with twice its function. Okay? So that's it. So we are able to obtain from the explicit form, implicit, we have the explicit, then we have the process, and they arrive the same answer. Okay, now let's continue. Now suppose we are given this problem, so we increase the degree. So this is third degree, third degree. So do you think that we can provide the explicit form? This is implicit form. So as I've said, not all implicit that can easily converted into explicit. Not all implicit form that has that can be converted easily to explicit form. In this case, this is third degree. Okay, so therefore, you are asked now what is the derivative of y with respect to x. So this is again to reminders that the y is always a function of x. So how will you answer? So then, to answer this is use the implicit differentiation. When we say implicit, use the equation, then take the derivative, then apply the sum rule. Okay, so it should be each of the term must have the operator the same because sum rule. Okay, then evaluate. So again, this is what? This is x to x, so this is purely 3x squared. But this one, this is not constant because y is a function of x, so therefore treat this as x. So this will becomes 3y raised to 2, just like this one, but you have to continue. Take the derivative of this because this is function raised to n. A function raised to n. This one is 0, so therefore this must be the answer. So again, for this, because x to x, this is power rule, purely power rule, so this is 3x squared. But this one, again, this is just like a power rule, the function raised to n, so you have to use the type 3, subtract by 2, but next move is to differentiate this one. Or take the y prime, that, because the y prime is the derivative. Or, again, there are many ways to present the derivative. It can be, this can be dy dx, or y prime, or a prime. They are equal, okay? So, therefore, this must be 0 because this is constant. So, the question is, what is dy dx? So, you have to solve this one. So, again, the same procedure. Transpose this to the right side, divide both sides by 3y squared. So, we have the answer as dy dx be equal to negative 3x squared over 3y squared. And we can cancel 3. So, we come up with the answer x squared over y squared. This is the derivative of this function. Implicit form. Okay, that's it. Okay, another problem. Given this one, a combination of x cubed, so this actually shows that it is very, very impossible to come up with what? A single explicit form. So, by the way, that's why we studied implicit, because we always encounter functions that are implicit form. Hard to provide the explicit form that. So we should have the idea on how to differentiate implicitly. Okay, so the solution is the same. Whatever the function, okay, given, put that inside the grouping symbol, then take the derivative of that, because you are asked to find the derivative of y with respect to x. Y prime is again dy dx the same, or a prime the same. First degree, the prime means the first degree. Okay, so all you have to do is to take the derivative, because the dx means dy dx. Take derivative of y with respect to x. So in this case, there are 3 terms. In the right, 1, 2. Left, in the right is only 1, we have 2. So then take the derivative of that, its term. So analyze this one, this is x, and this is a function of x. So this is forming product. So you have to use the product rule. This one also 2 factors. By the way, 4 is constant, so it doesn't affect. So do not treat that as another factor. So treat only the variable. So we have x and y. So 2 factors. So apply the product rule. The derivative UV is BDU plus UDV. One at a time. It can be interchanged, unlike the quotient rule. Okay, then apply. So copy the first factor, leave it as x cubed. Take derivative of the second factor, y squared. Okay, one at a time. So then, by the way, this one, the derivative is these 2 terms. They copy this time the y squared, but you have to differentiate the other factor. So one at a time. Then this minus is this one. Expand this one or apply the fundamental theorem of product rule. So then copy the first again, copy including 4. Then take the derivative of the other. Then copy the y cube including the 4 again. 4 does not affect. Then take derivative of the x cube one at a time. So we have 4 terms because each term here has the 2 terms equivalent. So take note this, we have the open, close, minus open, and close. So you have to simplify first inside before going to implement the subtraction. Okay, but we still have this one to do it. So this is now again a function raised to n. Why? Because this is a function of x. So power roll, think of x. So we have 2y, but you have to multiply by y prime or dy dx. This is dy dx again, the same as y prime. So 2y, again, I hope you didn't confuse this one. 2y, this is function raised to n formula, function raised to n differentiation. So 2y minus y prime plus y squared. Okay, one at this one. This is copy, and the derivative this is 2x 3x squared. Then minus 4x squared. Copy, and derivative is 2 3y squared. And take note, this is a function of x, so you have to multiply by dy dx or y prime or x prime, f prime. Then copy this one. Then take derivative of this, purely power also 3x squared. So you don't have to multiply derivative because it's x to x. But this one is x to y. X to y. Okay, this is x to x. This is x to y. So that's why we have y prime. For x to y, we need to multiply y prime or dy dx. That's it. Okay, then what? Remember the required is the derivative. So in this side, we have this presence of y prime. This is actually unknown, and we have 2 values. So with that, remove the grouping symbol, then combine like terms. So the like terms now are the terms that has what y prime, because we want to combine that. So arrange transpose to the right side terms that has no y prime. So we have only 2 terms that has y prime. Then take the common factor as y prime. Okay, so y prime, take it outside. Then we have the grouping symbol. So we have x cubed 2y minus 4y squared, x squared, 133y squared. Then equivalent to this one. Okay, then divide both sides by this value to solve for y prime. Then you can simplify this by removing the common factor, both numerator and denominator. So the numerator has common factor of 3x squared and y squared. Then we have 4y remaining on 1. Denominator has common factor of 3x squared y. Then we have x minus. This is actually purely simplification. We can remove x squared and y here. So we have only 3y over 2. And this is the result. Okay. So we are providing the solution to the complicated, one of the complicated question is implicit form. So again, these are the application to the problem. So actually, you can follow this video if you first view the previous the composite, no, the the theorems of differentiation, the technique of differentiation are required before going to watch this video. Okay, so thank you for, by the way, this is answer. Thank you for listening. See you on my next video.
Papa l'americano